Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
From Maxon Field in Cashin, you are tuned into the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance. Tonight, we bring you a clash of unbeatens in Class B as the Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans battle the Dewar Dragons, with the winner to take on Sealing in the state semifinals next week. Chris Chaot's OBA Trojans have been ranked number 1 in Class B since their win at Sealing back in September. Josh Bean's Dewar Dragons are ranked number 3. OBA is 12-0. Dewar is 11-0. The Dragons are used to playing football on Thanksgiving weekend. They made it to the semifinals last year, and they won the Class B state title 2 years ago. OBA hasn't been in this position since they played in the Class A semifinals way back in 2009. The Trojans are going for their 20th straight win, dating back to a loss to Regent Prep last year. Keep in mind, their 9-1 season in 2021 went unrewarded with a playoff spot because they were making the transition from 11-man to 8-man football. Adam Dieselhorst joins me for tonight's broadcast. And Adam, this should be a fun one of the best in the state. Who are a couple of the players we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight?
Well, yeah, you talk about it. We circled this game early. We saw that it could be a possible matchup, and you had them a Dewar early in the year against Cherokee, and we've had OB a couple times, but it's the typical guys on both sides for these fans that are out there tuned in. It's Bodie Boydston, it's Judd Cheatham, it's Jacob Colby for the Trojans. You're going to see those guys on both sides of the ball making big plays. And then over to the Dewar Dragons, you've got Zach Mullen at quarterback. You've got Nevin Corbin, the tailback. I believe you mentioned he had over 300 yards rushing last week. And then on the defensive side, you've got Jada Maxwell there in the middle at the nose, and then Caden Henderson, both a threat on both sides.
Yeah, Zach Mullen, a move-in from Chakota this year. He stepped in and played pretty well, threw his first interception of the year in last week's win over Pioneer. The winner will take on Sealing. They beat Wetumpka this afternoon 46-0 in Watonga. It is the first meeting ever between the Dewar Dragons and the OBA Trojans, and we do it in the state quarterfinals in the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week. Opening kickoff is coming up. Stay with us from Cashin. You're watching Squirtle.
Proudly offering high-quality insurance to the people of Northwest Oklahoma since 1994, the Eaton Agency strives to deliver exceptional customer service with every interaction. Your local State Farm agents, Jeff and Stephanie Eaton, in Enid and Alva, are ready to help you and your family get the personal price plan that's right for you. So call 580-237-3403 today for your free quote.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Back in Cashin, Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst getting ready for Dewar and OBA. And, man, I am looking forward to this ball game. As you talked about in the before the break, OBA, we saw them in probably their highlight moment of the season to this point. that win at Sealing earlier this year back in September. 58-34 was the final score in that ball game. I think that this team coming off of a 9-1 season a year ago and then getting a chance to play in the playoffs, play in a district, that was a huge confidence win for them.
Yeah, definitely. And some of the questions that a lot of people had, was could they be physical enough? Could they play against the top tier in 8-man? As we all know, Sealing has been right up there every year. And one of the teams circled, in fact, they 45 somebody, tonight. So they answered all those questions for us. And I know, Tom, you had this Dewar team against Cherokee earlier. You spoke very highly of them to me. And then we saw them last year, in the semifinals too as well.
Yeah, this was a Dewar team a year ago that lost a lot off of last year's team. We saw them in their opener, and they ended that ball game early in the third quarter on the 45-point rule, beating Cherokee. Matter of fact, the one common opponent between these two teams is Cherokee. OBA played them in district play, and, of course, Dewar in non-district at the beginning of the season. On the 2nd of September, Dewar won that ball game 48-0, and then on October 7th, it was OBA over Cherokee 54-22. You see the opening coin toss to the introduction between the two groups of captains, and boy, I tell you, you look at both of these teams. Dewar is the team that's been here before, that's used to practicing on Thanksgiving. OBA experiencing that for the first time. I wonder how big a deal that is when you get down this deep in the season.
Well, just, with us in the network having a lot of conversations with coaches, this is kind of a toss-up thing when you ask them about who they think's going to win the game. But one of the things I heard from a lot of the coaches was they felt like Dewar, having the experience, being used to playing deep into the playoffs around Thanksgiving, would help them. And so that's about what maybe the only thing you can find between the two of them that would maybe possibly separate them.
Coach Bean told me they have a tradition in Dewar with the Thanksgiving Day practice. They call it the turkey leg practice, is they smoke a bunch of turkey legs and have a big bring the families out and the players on Thanksgiving and have the turkey leg practice and get to eat turkey legs afterwards. I noticed that OBA did the same thing yesterday. I don't think they knew what was going on in Dewar, but they had the same idea. Chris Kayott probably has done that in the past at Laverne.
Yeah.
He took teams deep into the playoffs there, but they had a turkey leg practice, and the moms smoked some turkey legs for the OBA players yesterday as well. But that's the one thing about it. Coaches and players love to be practicing on Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, I think they all stole the idea from John Madden, right?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Did we hear enough about that yesterday during all the NFL games?
That's true.
As they were honoring John Madden during the all three NFL games yesterday. And I'm told that they will do that every Thanksgiving. They will be the John Madden Thanksgiving football games, which is a pretty cool idea as well. We'd like to take a second and thank three sponsors who help us bring you this ball game tonight specifically because when you broadcast playoff games, you have got to pay the OSSAA a fee for every ball game, and that's on top of what we normally have to do. But we'd like to thank Jansen's GMC and Enid, also Jeff Eaton, State Farm Insurance, and Earnhardt Oil in Marshall for providing the sponsorship so we could bring you this ball game. It is OBA and Dewar. It's coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Well, Dewar is the home team on the scoreboard. Their fans get the nice stadium here on the near side, but they by far had the longest trip to make it here, about a 2-hour drive from eastern Oklahoma to get here to Cashin, just northwest of Oklahoma City. 2-hour drive, 125 miles. For OBA, about an hour and 9-minute drive, 60 miles to get down here from the north and the west, from the west side of Enid. But a fantastic facility, one of my favorite places to broadcast from. Great lights, great sight lines, a fun place to watch high school football, and we've called some dandy games here over the years, and I have a feeling we could get another one here tonight.
Well, another thing, Tom, what's crazy is both these teams have seen Cashin before. OBA being in their district, both an 8-man and an 11-man, and then Dewar having played Cashin here, years ago back with the Ron L. Lewis-led Dewar teams that kind of got them going, an 8-man and Coach Bean and his squad. So a little bit of familiarity. I think that was why it was a good place for them to play. Coach Bean had been here before, knows the administration. Same things with Kayot and Cheatham and Mendenhall on the other side. Yeah,
last time OBA was here was on September 22nd, 2016. Cashin won that ball game 40-16. OBA is 0-4 at Maxson Field over the years for Dewar. The one time they were here back in 2007, I called that game on the radio that night. That was fun when they, as Dewar came in here with Ron L. Lewis and beat Cashin 42-27. That was the second to last 8-man game played here before Cashin. Cashin had a playoff game after that. That was a district championship game in Week 10 when Dewar came in here. And the next year, Cashin went to 11-man, so 8-man football comes back to Maxson Field. And we are underway. The kick as OBA will get the football first. Judd Cheatham picks it up at the 9-yard line to the 15, to the 20, to the 25-yard line before he was taken down. And OBA will take over first down and 10. The Dewar tackle made by Ashton Hawkins. We'll talk about him a lot tonight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that we're going to see in this game is both these teams have kickers, which we don't see that a lot in 8-man, even small school, so they're going to put it down there deep.
So first down and 10 for the Trojans from the 25-yard line. And the quarterback is Bodie Boydston. 107 of 171 passing for 1,920 yards, and on first down, short yardage on the gain. And it was Boydston calling his own number. That's his 125th rush on the season. He had 733 rushing yards and 24 rushing touchdowns coming in. Bodie Boydston, 26 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. He's completed 63% of his passes. He picks up about 2 right there to bring up second down and 8. And that time it's Cheatham.
And that was 26 off the edge. One of the guys we talked about in the intro, Cade Henderson, on the tackle there.
He'll pick up a couple more out to the 29-yard line. For Cheatham, he's rushed for almost 1,300 yards, averaging 9.9 yards a carry. Here's third down and 6. Big play early in this one as OBA does not want to go 3 and out. Near flat, Cheatham, give him some room to work. First down and more, 40, 45, 50. Down the near sideline before he's tackled out of bounds by Triton Mack. Big third down conversion. The line of scrimmage was the 29-yard line, but I believe there's a flag. It's coming back.
It's going to be holding on Nunez.
As he had broken free down the near sideline. Yep. So we'll see where they mark it off. Looks like they will mark it off from the 33-yard line. Make it the 31.
Yeah, that was a big-time hold. He literally tackled the defender. They do have that play, by the way, based on alignment. They've got that play if they want to go to it.
They'll mark it back to the 21-yard line. It will be third down over again. Third down. And they've got to get past the 35, so it's third down and 14.
Now, this is a situation where they like to throw the ball to Arnold, so they've got him split out wide.
Third down and 14. Boydston in the gun. 3 wide receivers. Straight back, steps up. Sidearms at right side. Ball is caught in space. The 33-yard line out near the first down, but might be just a little bit short as it was reeled in. That's Jacob Colby making the catch. And for Jake, that's his 30th catch of the season.
Great job there by Boydston, stepping up in the pocket and completing it.
Yeah, 13-yard gain. They needed 14, but it's close enough they'll go for it. Big fourth down play right here. Tight formation, quarterback sneak, first down. Boyson will pick up 2 out to the 36.
Great job by OBA executing there.
So they were having a little bit of adversity. They had the long gain that was called back by the penalty. 3rd down and 14. They get it in 2 plays. So 1st down and 10 for OBA at the 36-yard line.
Clock should be running.
3 wide to the near side. Dump it out of the near flat to Cheatham. Try to get him some running room. This is the same play that worked so well earlier. He'll pick up about 8 right here across the 40-yard line to the 42. Picking up 6 or so to bring up 2nd down and 4. Tackle was made by Christian Cargola, defensive back. So Cheatham catches his 2nd ball of the night.
Well, if you're OBA too, using this play clock also is.
2nd down and 4. Hand off up the middle. Is that Easton with the carry? I think
Yes,
it is.
it was.
Ian Easton to the 45. Little quick hitter right up the middle. Ian Easton, 65 carries for 499 yards rushing. He goes over 500 in the season right there. The gain of 3. He was tackled by Jaden Maxwell. We'll talk about him a lot all night as well. So 3rd down and 1. Just under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Opening drive of the ball game for OBA. They've taken the opening kick from their own 25-yard line to their own 45. Right side, Cheatham tries to find some space, busts into the secondary. Boy, I tell you what, he made something out of not a whole lot right there. Across midfield, they'll mark him at the 47-yard line. A gain of 8. Move the chains, 1st down.
Great play call. Good job sideline to sideline. Obviously Dewar's strength is right up the middle with the size that they have, but OBA is doing a good job mixing up the play calls here.
Here comes the 9th play of the drive in Dewar territory now at the 47. Cheatham's in motion. Snap to Boyston. Boyston down inside the 45-yard line. They are taking their time right here. Long time-consuming drive, which keeps Dewar's defense on the field to get worn down a little bit, and, of course, keeps that potent Dewar offense off of the field, down to the 44-yard line, gain of 3.
Clock should be running.
Having some clock issues here.
Clock should be running.
2nd down and 7. Boydston, left side. Falls forward for about 3 more, down to the 42. Ashton Hawkins with the stop for Dewar. That's Boyston's 4th carry of the ball game, 4th carry on this drive, but it brings up 3rd down and 5. So a big opportunity here for Dewar to try to get a stop here. 3rd down and 5, and they would love to see 4th down and 5, or maybe 4th and 4, 4th and 3, something like that. But guarantee you for OBA, this is 2-down territory. Boyston from the gun. Shovels it right side. Cheatham.
Nice
Cheatham makes
cut.
a couple of men miss. He got right to the stick. They're going to say he's just short. He was popped backwards. Man, he took a hit.
That was an interesting kind of a quick pitch. It's almost like a forward pass
Yeah.
in a way.
I would call it a forward pass because I think it was. So I'm going to put it down as a pass. Gain down to the 38-yard line, a 4-yard hookup.
And this will be an interesting play call here because last time they had about a half a yard on 4th down, and they were able just to sneak it. But
This is a full yard here.
sure, kind of changes up your play call. I'm still probably leaning on the quarterback here.
7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Quarterback sneak.
He got it
Easton
easy.
pushes Boydston through the hole and for the first down inside the 35-yard line down to the 34. He picks up 4 on the quarterback sneak.
It's a great job up front by OBA. They're doing a good job.
Here comes the 13th play of the drive. First down and 10 as they have milked almost the entire first half of the first quarter off the clock. One back set, put Cheatham in motion, hand it off to Easton.
Ooh, good run.
Ian Easton steps out of a tackle inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. Boy, I tell you, OBA's drive right here is just what the doctor ordered for them. They're basically using that offensive line, wearing down Dewar and just pounding it at him.
Well, in Easton, these guys run really hard. They run with a forward lean too, so they're not getting knocked backwards. Obviously, that play with Cheatham, he got knocked backwards after he got about 9, but very impressed early on.
7-yard gain, take it back 5-yard gain, second down and 5.
Ooh.
And this time they get to him in a late flag. They get to Boydston for the sack.
There's going to be a hold too.
The line of scrimmage was the 28-yard line. They tackled him back at the 37. And the hold will mark him back even further. That's just what the doctor ordered for Dewar, is they needed to get OBA off schedule, and they just did.
Great job there. They brought pressure, and it seemed both times that OBA is really kind of dropped back to throw. Boydston has not had a lot of time. So they're going to decline the penalty.
They decline the penalty. They take the down. Loss of 10. So now it's 3rd down and 14. OBA had a 3rd and 14 earlier. Maybe more like 15. Empty the backfield. 2 wide to the near side. Left side flat. Oh, before it gets underway, flag. Play will stop.
It's going to be false start.
Yep, 5 more yards. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 20. Get back to the 43-yard line. They've got to get to the inside the 23 to move the chain. So it's 3rd down and 20.
Be interesting. OBA is really working that pass out here in the flats pretty hard with Cheatham. Look for them to possibly pump that and then go deep with the outside guy that typically blocks there.
So 3rd down and 20. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, the Squirtle crew, Ethan Sunken, Bryce Miller, and Jacob Woody from Maxon Field and Cashin. 3rd and long for the Trojans. Boydston has plenty of time down the middle of the field, tries to find his intended receiver.
Yeah.
And it's Harry Nunez, pass interference as
That's the right
Nunez was
call.
all tangled up.
Yeah, number 2 got tangled up with Nunez as he crossed in front of him, so that's the right call.
Yeah, Keelan Berry. So 3rd down and 20. 15-yard penalty, which is not an automatic first down.
Nope.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 5.
And that's the one thing about throwing a ball deep. You know, you have obviously, you see a lot of teams in college and the NFL do that too, just throw the ball up when you've got kind of long down and distance because, you know, either you catch it, it's incomplete, or even if you get an interception there, you're in decent field position. 3rd
down and 5 now. Stack 2 receivers to the left side. That bounced in there, incomplete. Boydston short-armed the throw to Cheatham, so now it's 4th down and 5. And that is Bodie Boyston's first incompletion of the night. He's now 5 for 6. So now 4th down and 5, and Dewar, they would like to get their offense out there for the first time tonight.
This has been the kind of drive that you want if you're OBA here. Be huge for them to see. Dewar might bring some heat here off the edge. Nice ball.
Ooh, through the hands of Colby, incomplete. No flags, and Dewar has stopped OBA on their opening drive.
Big stop by Dewar there. Great answer It was a good throw by Boydson. I don't think Colby was out of his break yet, and it got to him a little quicker than he expected.
So Dewar takes over first down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. And this drive will start with 5:04 to play in the first quarter. Dewar's quarterback is Zach Mullen, a transfer in from Shakota. Lining up behind him, Nevin Corbin, who is a workhorse of a back. 15 carries, 315 yards rushing, and 5 touchdowns last week in their win over Pioneer. First down and 10. From the shotgun, Mullen to throw, near flat. Cole Miller has it. And Miller wrestled on a one-on-one tackle by Harry Nunez. He'll pick up about 3 or so there to the 32. Actually give him 4.
And Dewar likes to run the inside zone play as well as option. Good job that time, Boydston, right at the line of scrimmage.
So now third down and long, or third down and 7 or so. And Corbin shut down on his first carry. So now you've got third down and 7 for Dewar. Zach Mullen, a 6'1", 185-pound junior quarterback. As I said, transferred in from Shakota, where he's playing 11-man football. Option to the near side.
Good job.
And tried to get around Colby, but Colby hung on for dear life and tackles him about a yard gain, and that's it. It'll be fourth down. Matter of fact, mark that ball at the 32, no gain.
Situation where OBA has them scouted well here early. And Dewar will have to punt. Big stop by OBA. And this is a situation, too, you got to be careful on both sides with Cheatham back there to return the punt. I think the same thing works if OBA's punting to Dewar as well.
Ashton Hawkins is the punter for Dewar. Beautiful night for football. The wind, not much of a factor tonight at all. Snap is back, no rush, and the kick is away. And let's see what Judge Cheatham can do with this. Off the bounce, 40 to the 45. Steps out of bounds right there as he was escorted out by Benatigwe.
That's a great job there on the coverage for Dewar. Yeah, they called for rain all week, and it seems like the rain held off perfectly. I think it's going to obviously start up tomorrow, so any of those fans that are going to Stillwater watch the Pokes play, I think it's going to be pretty rainy there, but it held off for high school football.
So OBA will take over for their second.
Wow, look at that score. Colcord, 14-0 over Ringling.
Wow. This drive will start with 3:21 to play in the first quarter. First down, Cheatham, right side.
There's a big run.
Nice help from a block on the edge.
Good cut by Cheatham.
And inside the 40-yard line. And OBA right back on the march after they had to give it up on downs. Inside the 40-yard line down to the 38. Gain of 17. Judd Cheatham's second carry of the night. He has 2 carries for 19 yards. And he's up over 1,300 yards rushing on the season. So that first drive for OBA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plays. They came up empty.
Well, the question was, would they be able to run the ball physically up front against Dewar, and they've proven that so far.
Cheatham, right side.
Good cut.
Nice cut across the 35-yard line, down inside the 30. And I've had a lot of fun watching him this season. He has very, very shifty. He is hard to bring down, and he's showing it so far in this one. They say he steps out at the 30-yard line, gaining 8.
Well, I think you called it early on one of our shows even. You talked about him being a K-State fan. He does have that similar style and similar running ability to like a Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles, Deuce Vaughn, little guy.
Yeah, even if you want to go back to OU a long time ago, Quentin Griffin was a running back like that.
Second down and 2 now. The line of scrimmage is the 30-yard line. Cheatham in motion. They're going to hand off to him. Cheatham makes a move, gets the first down. There wasn't a whole lot there, but he made a little move, a little hesitation, found a little bit of a seam to get down to the 26-yard line, move the chains. First down after the gain of 4.
I'll tell you what I've been impressed with so far here is Dewar looks a little bit tired up front. Even though that he didn't look like he had a lot there was not a lot of penetration through the line. Be interesting to see if Dewar starts maybe bringing some people on some run stunts.
you know, they will find as many ways to get the ball into Judd Cheatham's hands as possible. He's got 2,626 all-purpose yards this year. Boyson to throw this time. Across the middle, the post pattern off the hands of Harry Nunez, incomplete.
And that ball was put about as perfectly as you can put it, right over the top of the safety and just a little bit out of the reach in Nunez's hands. Look at that score. Metro Christian 14-0 over Lincoln.
Yeah, keep an eye on the Squirtle scoreboard at the top of your screen. We'll keep an eye on those Class B scores. The one final from today, the 1 o'clock start, Sealing beating Wetumpka 48-0. So the winner of this game will play Sealing next week in the semis. For OBA, it'd be a rematch. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Right
Big
up
hole.
the middle, there goes Boyson down to the 20.
Boy, and if Voigtson, I don't know if Voigtson saw back towards the middle of the field. He had a lot of green grass, well, not green grass, brown grass there, but good tackle there by Dewar.
Talk about that offensive line for OBA getting it done. The left guard is Nick Beckman. The center is Harrison Crow, and the right guard, Holden Caldwell. 3rd down and 5. Boyston crawling forward, trying to keep that knee off the turf, getting down to the 16, near a 1st down.
I think he's going to be just short.
We're under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. This is the 2nd possession for OBA. Dewar had a short possession.
I don't think he
They
got
might
it.
have got the stop. You hear the Dewar fans in front of us. They think they might have gotten the stop here. Let's see. It's going to be a matter of a spot.
Yeah, he lunged forward after he got hit.
It is an OBA 1st down. Down to the 15-yard line. So 1st down and 10. You know, the Oklahoman picked this game OBA 56-50. We are not seeing 100 points tonight
Yeah.
the way this one's been playing
I
out.
don't think so. Like Tipton is up on Timberlake early, 16-6. I just saw that score. Boy, look at Stillwater all over Deer Creek, 27-0. Got a timeout.
Timeout OBA. We'll take a break. Late first quarter, no score. You're watching this Class B quarterfinal on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
OBA and Dewar are scoreless late in the first quarter. OBA has held on to the football. They've had it now for 24 plays in the first quarter. Dewar just 4 plays. They went 3 and out. And the timeout with 1:17 to play in the first quarter. And it will be 1st down and 10. Dewar thought they had a stop.
Yeah.
They really thought they had a stop. Their fans and coaches not happy about the spot on that last one. So it's 1st down and 10 for OBA at the 15-yard line. And we talked about that first drive going for 16 plays. This drive has already gone for 8. Started at the OBA 45-yard line. 1st down and 10. Boyson, the quarterback. They'll put Cheatham in motion out here to the left. And they'll find him left side to the 10, to the 5.
He's gonna be
into
in.
the end zone. Touchdown, OBA, Judd Cheatham. And for Judd, that is his 10th receiving touchdown on the year. And OBA jumps on top 6-0. No flags. Nope. There was a flag. Was it after the score, or are they going to bring it back?
I think they're bringing it back.
They are bringing it back.
So no touchdown.
Nope, take it off the board.
Well, that was big for Dewar.
It's a 10-yard penalty, and I did not see the indication.
Yeah, I think the flag was it was down there in a crowd of people.
Was it a hold?
It was a hold, yes.
Okay, it was a hold. I didn't see the indication. So the 10-yard penalty back to the 23-yard line, meaning that it happened a couple of yards down the field.
That's tough when you have to hold your block for that long. It's almost kind of like you're in a lose-lose situation if you're a wide receiver out there if you're trying to get locked up.
So it's first down and 18 now. The line of scrimmage is the 23. Right side, Cheatham again. Just get it in his hands. This time they string it out. Nice play. It was Triton Mack, helped out by the Dominic Celestine, I believe.
It was Celestine was out there on that play. He pursued well on that play.
Not a whole lot of gain there to the 22. Give him one. Judd Cheatham has caught 6 passes already, the longest 8 yards.
And a lot of stuff out on the edge.
Dumping it out in the flat to him, trying to let him make something happen. Second down and 17. Play action.
Good throw.
Right across the middle. Nice throw and a nice catch by Colby. Jake Colby down inside the 15-yard line to the 13. That'll pick up 9.
That's going to be the end of the quarter.
So for Jake Colby, it's his 31st catch of the season, second tonight, and we've arrived at the end of the first quarter. OBA and Dewar are scoreless. Second quarter coming up. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dewar averages 59 points a game. OBA averages 53 points a game. And as we go to the second quarter, we are scoreless. But OBA is knocking on the door. Third down and 8. And they are inside the 15-yard line of Dewar at the 13-yard line. Here comes the 11th play of the drive. Their first drive off the opening kickoff went 16 plays before they came up empty on fourth down. Here's third down and 8.
It's an interesting formation here.
Snap it to Cheatham.
False start.
They had Boydston lined up. Was he a tight end or was he split out?
He was a tight end.
Tight end on the left side.
They put Arnold and Boydston both on one side as lead blockers. They were going to run QB sweep that way. It was a good play call, but they just jumped.
So the 5-yard penalty will take it back to the 18-yard line.
Now, penalties down here in the red zone have killed OBA. They had the holding penalty, 2 holding penalties. They had the long sack, and then obviously that penalty there.
So third down and about 12, 13 now. With some penalties that got him off schedule on that first drive, and now they're looking at third down and long right here. They do have a decent kicker in Harry Nunez, who has kicked a field goal this year.
Timeout.
And OBA will burn a timeout early in the second quarter. Let's take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing.
Third down and 13 for the Trojans. After the false start penalty, they've got the ball back at the 18-yard line of Dewar. Boyston across the middle has a man. He overshot. Harry Nunez incomplete. Nunez wide open. So now fourth down and about 13 to go.
It's the second or third time that they've actually had him wide open over the middle. It's just he doesn't have time. He's got guys in his face.
Now, we talked about the fact that Harry Nunez has kicked a field goal this season as well as 7 extra points. But a little bit far out there for him. It'd be like a 35-yard field goal. They'll go for it. Fourth down and 13. Dewar tries to get the OBA offense off the field again. Ball is over the outstretched hands of the intended receiver, Caleb Mendoza. And Dewar does get the stop.
Game of defense, just like what we thought, right, Tom?
Exactly right. A 13-play drive that time. That comes up empty for OBA. And Dewar, whose offense has been waiting to get out there. They had the 3 and out. Get back out there right now.
It's amazing how many plays OBA has run. They've run almost 30 plays to Dewar's, 3 plays?
Yeah,
is that correct?
Exactly right. So this will start from the 18-yard line.
Ooh, that was risky.
Incomplete pass. Mullins now 1 for 2 passing. Brings up second down and 10. Yeah, OBA has run 29 plays, and that is the 4th play that Dewar has run. Second and 10. Mullen hands off right up the middle. Nevin Corbin out to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up the first down. First time he's gotten loose. His second carry of the ball game out to the 31.
I think OBA wanted to hold there. Good job blocking up front by Dewar.
13-yard gain for Nevin Corbin. And on first down and 10 out to the 35-yard line, it's Corbin again. Give him 4. Stopped that time by Bodie Boyston.
Quarterback this time. Nice stop by OBA.
And Mullen, not a whole lot there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's just about it.
That was big number 50 there for OBA.
Jackson Crow, the junior. So no gain. Will bring up third down and 6. Mullen from the gun this time. Has time. One-on-one coverage on the far sideline. It's incomplete. Any flags? No. Harry Nunez in the coverage. The pass was intended for Cole Miller. So now fourth down and 6.
That was good coverage there by OBA. Wonder if Dewar will try to go for it here. It will be kind of a risky scenario, but looks like they're going to punt.
Looks like they will punt. We will see Ashton Hawkins for the second time tonight. Well, they got a little more than 3 plays out of that drive. They pick up 1 first down, but can't pick up a second. So watch out, because Judd Cheatham will stand at his 41-yard line. He's got a shot to return this one.
Could be a hold.
Flag is in there, yep. He's tackled at the 38, and they'll mark it back probably 10 yards off of that. So both teams have had it twice. OBA has ran it 16 plays and 13 plays. They've come up empty. Dewar's ran it 3 plays and 6 plays and come up empty. And now OBA will take over first down and 10. They will mark this at the 29-yard line.
And that was another big penalty. OBA is, those penalties yards are starting to really stack up on them.
Drive will start with 10:28 to play in the first half. No score. 12-0 OBA, 11-0 Dewar. Winner takes on Sealing next week. There goes Cheatham angling left. Out across the 30-yard line. Once again, that offensive line giving him some room to run. He'll pick up nice yardage on first down, about 5 yards. Mark him at the 35-yard line, give him 6. Hawkins with the stop, now 5 carries, 37 yards rushing for Judd Cheatham. 2nd down and 4. Boyson right up the middle for the first down to the 40-yard line. He dives to the 40, picking up 5.
Seems like both times they've run that QB run game kind of away. It seems like they're running to the strong side every time. When they run that away, they've got a big hole over there.
Boyson's a big kid. What about 6'2", 210, 215,
Oh, he's 6'4", probably.
Like,
yeah, he's tall. Look at that, Metro Christian over Lincoln, 21-6.
First time those private schools in Tulsa have played in a long, long time. First down and 10. Option, pitch near side, Cheatham. And he tiptoes the sideline, gets a couple of extra yards. Out to the 46-yard line, he'll pick up 6. Is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Yep. So that will. So boy, another OBA penalty.
Yeah, it's every time there's something on the edge. They're staying too long on their blocks. Get the defender's turn, and you gotta let go. They're going to call a hold every time.
So Cheatham will pick up 2 before the penalty. It'll be first down and 18. The 32-yard line. 9.5 to play in the second quarter. Neither team has scored yet here in Cashin. Play action. Left side. Colby has it. Steps
Nice
around
cut.
the defender, makes a move. Across the 40-yard line, getting out to the 42 to the 43. That was a nice run after the catch by Jake Colby. Mark him at the 44. He'll pick up 12, which will make third down a little more manageable.
Well, and that's a good way to get a big chunk of that yardage back. And
it is 2nd down after that penalty. Right
Easton.
up the middle. This is Easton. Easton will pick up a few across the 45-yard line to the 47, give him 3. And he is stopped by Ashton Hawkins, the 6-foot-tall, 210-pound senior. So 3rd down and 2 now, just shy of midfield. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you from Cashin tonight. The neutral field matchup for this quarterfinal game. 3rd down and 2. Boydston, first down. Across midfield, pushed back at the 48-yard line by Triton Mack. But he picks up 5.
And I like that call. They go twins up top, and then they run that kind of away from kind of all the traffic on the top side, and they've really seen success with that play. He's getting about 6 to 8 yards every time they run it.
Boyston has 11 carries, 22 yards, but boy, they are pounding the rock with him tonight.
He's had those 2 big sacks, too, that,
Yep.
have, like you said
hurt
earlier.
the yardage a little bit, exactly.
Well, Fairview takes the lead over Stroud 7-6 in a game of interest in our area, just down the road at Kingfisher.
You see the Dewar defense back on their heels a little bit. Boyston going right this time, down inside the 45 to the 42, picking up 6.
That's the thing, too. I mean, you watch, Dewar's got some big kids on the other side of the ball, and they're just catching Boydston right now, and he's leaning forward for 2 and 3 more yards. We saw that in the ceiling game with the physical style of running that he can bring.
As we tick down to the 7-minute mark here in the first half, neither team has scored. OBA has by far had the best opportunities. Cheatham, 35, down to the 32. Man, he is a lightning bug. As he will pick up 10. Once again, another long drive. Here comes the 9th play of the drive. First down and 10 for the Trojans at the 32-yard line of Dewar. First meeting between these two teams ever. Cheatham bounces right, turns it back up at the seam, and gets down to the 29.
And even, the OBA is doing a good enough job up front at the point of attack that even when it doesn't look like there's, anything there, Cheatham can bounce around and find him a little hole to squeeze through.
52 yards on 8 carries for Judd Cheatham on the ground. He also has 6 catches. They are trying to get the ball into his hands as much as possible. That time, Boyston will follow Easton through the hole down to the 20-yard line.
That's that same play. They go twins and they run away from it, and it is really there every time they do it.
OBA has dominated time of possession in this ball game. The only thing they have not done is score.
Well, they keep getting down to the red zone, Tom, and they get penalties or sacks, and it's going to be key for them here to just keep chipping away and not get a penalty, obviously.
First down and 10 from the 20. Out in the left flat, that bounced in there shy of Judd Cheatham, incomplete. That's happened about 3 times so far tonight. So here comes the 12th play of the drive, a 16-play drive to start the ball game, a 13-play drive on their second drive, and now 12 plays on this one. Second down and 10 from the Dragon 20. Boyson right up the middle, down to the 15, and falls forward, spun forward to the 14-yard line.
So that's going to be about a 3rd and 4, Tom.
Tackled by Jaden Maxwell, that nose guard right up the middle. We coming into this ball game, I thought that Dewar would be the team that would be pounding you like this with the running game, but it's been OBA tonight. 3rd down and 4.
Sweep up top.
Got to get inside the 10. There you go. Trying to turn the corner is Judd Cheatham. Now he's going to be a little bit short. Let's see if they mark him at the 11 or the 12. They're going to put him at the 12-yard line.
Big time
Henderson on the stop. Yep.
He was getting blocked. That was a heck of a play by Henderson.
So here's 4th down and 2, and another opportunity for Dewar to get their defense off the field without giving up points.
It's going to be QB run this way.
First down.
Coach Bean wanted a timeout, too, and didn't get it.
Inside the 10, down to the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's that same play they run. They run twins, and then they put Easton up kind of in a sniffer position and run behind him. That play's been there all night for OBA.
Here comes the 15th play of the drive. 1st and goal. Cheatham turns it up inside the 5, dives for the end zone. Touchdown Trojans as they draw first blood. Judd Cheatham with his 21st rushing touchdown of the season as he will score from 8 yards out.
Fantastic drive there. I mean, really all the drives have been great by OBA. But that time they didn't shoot themselves in the foot with penalties, and they knock it in the end zone, take the lead.
He'll go for 2. Up under center is Boyston. Easton behind him. It's going to be Boyston pushing toward the end zone. He gets in for 2. 8-0 OBA. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. A 71-yard drive for OBA, 15 plays. It took 6 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock, and it was Judd Cheatham with his 21st rushing touchdown of the season. Bodie Boyston with a 2-point conversion run, and it's 8-0. 4:01 to play in the first half here in Cashion. And a flag. No, I take it back. That's a T. I thought the official was coming to the near sideline to make an indication that T is yellow. Down there at the 40-yard line.
It's pretty orange, Tom. There's been some long drives you've had to call, so I'll give you.
So Nunez will kick it away, and you made the comment that both these teams have good kickers, but that is going to be kicked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, which means good field position for Dewar. And you look at the time on the clock now, with 4 minutes to play. This could possibly be the final drive of the first half.
I'm going to check some other scores here if I can get my trusty Squirtle app to work here.
From the 35-yard line, this drive will start with 4:01 to play.
It looks like Walika is leading Laverne. Laverne leads Walika 18-14. Velma over Regent Prep 22-12, and obviously Sealing 45 Wetumpka earlier in the day.
First down and 10 for Zach Mullen and the Dewar Dragons. Trailing now 8-0. Corbin up the middle.
Great job there by Boydston.
And Boyston held on to him, and Cheatham was there at the end as well. Gain of 3 from the 35 out to the 38-yard line.
And in Class C, Tipton leads Timberlake 16-12.
Near sideline, Mullen is strung out. He was strung out that time by Caleb Mendoza.
And Waynoka all over Mountain View, 28-0.
Well, I tell you what, Waynoka's had a heck of a year this year.
We had them earlier in the year against Timberlake, and they have a title team for sure.
Third down and 7.
It's been tough for Dewar on offense. Got to give a lot of credit to OBA defensively. Have they gained one first down?
One first down is all they've gained. And now a timeout as Coach Bean wants to talk about this 3rd and 7 play. We'll take it with him. 3:37 to play in the first half. It's 8-0 OBA. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Big play for Dewar. 3rd down and 7. They have 1 first down in this ball game. OBA has just held on to the football the entire first half and leads 8-0.
Well, if you've watched Dewar this year, they love to run option into the twins.
They've not been across midfield yet. We'll see if they can get it right here. Hand it off to Nevin Corbin, and they're most likely going for it on 4th down here. They get half of it right there to bring up 4th down and 2. Out to the 43-yard line. He'll pick up 4. So now 4th down and 2.
And I think that was a situation where Coach Bean knew they were going to run 2 plays to try to go for it. So
big opportunity for that Trojan defense, led by Colby and Cheatham and Crow and Boydston.
That's not going to be there.
Up the middle.
Ooh, second chance. No, he didn't get it.
Corbin is pushed back.
Great
the
stop by
Trojan
OBA.
D led by Cheatham. Also Nunez in there on the stop. Close at hand was Caleb Mendoza. It's a half a yard short of the first down, and OBA will take over.
I'm telling you, watching OBA's staff over there, they had that scouted out really well based on formation. And I think both these staffs have done that because you've seen a lot of times where they've had to come up with crucial stops. So obviously still 3 minutes to go, and this would be huge for OBA if they could put some more points on the board.
First time that either team will start a drive in the other team's territory with exactly 3 minutes to play. 1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Boyston right side. Boy, he is just punishing them down inside the 35-yard line to the 33. Gain of 11. Tackle made by Nia Corbin.
And the one thing you see is OBA is moving the line of scrimmage. I mean, they're getting pushed down the field 5 and 6 yards. Great job up front by OBA.
11-yard gain for Boydston. Move the chains, 1st down. Cheatham this time into the pile inside the 30-yard line down to the 29, picking up 4.
It was 44 there for Dewar.
A tackle made by Ashton Hawkins to the 29. 2nd down and 6. Clock rolling, 2:17 to play. OBA on top 8-0. There you get a good look at Bodie Boyce and that quarterback. This time it's Easton turning the corner near sideline across the 25-yard line. Ian Easton pushed out of bounds at the 23. He'll gain 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Looks like it's just short from here. It always happens like that. They have to bring the chains all the way across the field.
All the way to the near sideline over here. In front of the Dewar bench and the Dewar fans. Give me a chance to...
Goodness, look at Gore all over Crescent. We had the question of wondering if Gore was for real. 41-13.
Wow.
And then another score, Colcord, all over Ringling.
Let's introduce you to our officials tonight. The referee is Brad Wink. The umpire, Tim Chmielewski. Linesman is Leon Pike. The line judge, Homer Ellis. And the back judge is David Tucker.
Officials do a fantastic job. All the crews we've seen this year have done very well.
You betcha. 1st down. 1st down, OBA. They'll mark this football at the 27. Take it back the 23. 6-yard gain. That was Ian Easton's 4th carry of the night. 1st down and 10. Boyston pump fake.
Got him.
End zone wide open. And did he make the catch?
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. His momentum carried him out of the back of the end zone.
We talked about that earlier when they were, as many times as they were running that pass out in the flats and then bluffing that. And, man, if you're Boydston, you really want that throw back.
Wide open. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. They took that 1st down, looked to the end zone, and almost came up with pay dirt. Second down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass with 1:53 to play. Trojans on top 8-0. They scored on an 8-yard run by Judd Cheatham with 4 minutes to play in the first half. 3 wide to the left side. Cheatham crossing, caught. Colby, 15 to the 10, and pushed out of bounds at the 7.
It's a great play call there.
Jacob Colby with the catch. From the 23-yard line down to the 7. Gain of 16. So first and goal for OBA. Last time they were here inside the 10-yard line, they punched it in, capping off a 15-play drive with the 8-yard run by Cheatham.
They better go quick here.
Boyston, left side, finds a little bit of a seam and will get down inside the 5-yard line to the 4, picking up 3. Clock is rolling with 1:37 to play. The tackle was made by Dominic Celestine.
Great job on that, scraping over the top and the tackle by Celesti there.
Second and goal from just inside the 5. Nunez and Cheatham wide to the left. Give it to Boyston. Pushes the pile forward. Not a whole lot there, maybe a yard or 2.
Oh, he's short of the goal line.
Looks like they'll give him the 1.
Yep.
He'll pick up 3 yards. So many things you can do now if you're OBA. First of all is just let the clock run here a little bit. You're under a minute to play. You don't want to give Dewar a whole lot of chance to do anything with it here before the end of the first half.
Gonna run QB run game.
Yep, spread the field.
Side. Oh,
somebody jumped. That's going to be 5 yards against OBA.
We talked about penalties in the red zone for OBA. They've really shot themselves in the foot with penalties, and that's another scenario.
Very frustrated Jackson Crow was the man who jumped. So now it'll be third down and goal back at the 6-yard line. .40 seconds to play. Boyston pushing the pile forward again. We'll get back down to the 1. The ball popped out of there. He was down.
He's down about the half-yard line.
Yep, back to the 1. So now it is 4th down and goal at the 1. Big play in this ball game.
Now, Dewar fans were wanting them to run the clock, but they really probably should have wanted them to stop it.
Quarterback sneak. Boyston in. Touchdown, OBA. The Trojans on top 14-0. Bodie Boyston, his 25th rushing touchdown of the season.
What a drive by OBA. Fantastic job.
Only 9 plays on that touchdown drive, but it did start in Dewar territory at the 44. So they'll go for 2 here. Touchdown comes with 4 seconds to play in the first half. Great clock management for OBA.
Well, yeah, and Dewar's fans were wanting them to stop the clock or keep running the clock, but they really should have wanted them to keep it stopped.
In for 2 is Cheatham, and it's 16-0 Trojans. We'll take a break and be right back.
We're going to have Coach Kerr come on at halftime.
All right, Coach David Kerr, the Hall of Fame coach from the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers, will come up at halftime. Stick with us. Probably 1 play left in this one. Halftime, before halftime, we'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
OBA took over at the Dewar 44-yard line and marched it in 9 plays, 44 yards in 2 minutes and 56 seconds as Bodie Boyston scores from 1 yard out, his 25th rushing touchdown of the season. Cheatham with the 2-point conversion run. 4 seconds remaining in the first half. It's 16-0 OBA. Nunez's kick as he'll boot it deep.
That's out of the end zone.
Into the end zone, so Dewar will have one play from the 20-yard line. Yeah, I don't think that this game is playing out the way we thought that it would, considering these two teams scoring over 50 points apiece, but it has been the defenses who have been rising to the occasion. They both give up less than 2 touchdowns a game. OBA giving up 12 points a game, Dewar giving up 13. But it's been OBA with long, time-consuming drives, dominating the time of possession, and able to capitalize their last 2 drives by scoring touchdowns after coming up empty on their first 2 drives of the ball game.
And they've just been so good on defense, too, just giving up 1 first down against this high-powered offense.
Hand off to Corbin, and that should do the end of the first half as Corbin gets a couple to the 27, and that'll do it. $16-0 OBA halfway through this one. Your halftime show is coming up. We'll get a chance to talk to David Kerr, the former head coach of the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers, as his Panthers are actually not his anymore, but he was there when his Panthers lost in Week 10 to OBA, and we'll come back and talk more about that when we return. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Proudly offering high-quality insurance to the people of Northwest Oklahoma since 1994, the Eaton Agency strives to deliver exceptional customer service with every interaction. Your local State Farm agents, Jeff and Stephanie Eaton, in Enid and Alva, are ready to help you and your family get the personal price plan that's right for you. So call 580-237-3403 today for your free quote.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Halftime at Maxon Field in Cashion. The Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans on top of the Dewar Dragons by a score of 16-0. Let's go back and recap the way that first half played out. OBA took the opening kick from their own 25-yard line, used up 16 plays and came up empty. Went forward on fourth down from the Dewar 28-yard line, came up empty. Dewar takes over, goes 3 and out. OBA gets the ball back from there at the Dewar 40 at their own 45-yard line, run off 13 plays, get inside the 20-yard line down to the 18, come up empty on fourth down. And then Dewar gets the football back after a couple of empty drives by OBA. They do get a first down, but have to punt it away on a drive that started at their own 18-yard line. OBA takes over on their own 29. They go 15 plays, 71 yards in 6 minutes and 27 seconds. And it was Judd Cheatham scoring from 8 yards out. Bodie Boyson with the two-point conversion run. And with 4:01 to play in the first half, it was 8-0. Dewar goes 3 and out again. That gives OBA a chance after they went forward on fourth down and came up empty. And OBA takes over on the Dewar 44-yard line. They score in 9 plays, cover the 44 yards in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. And Bodie Boyston scores from 1 yard out. Judd Cheatham with the two-point conversion run. That makes it 16-0. That touchdown came with 4 seconds to play in the first half. Dewar ran one play, a 7-yard gain, and both teams headed off to the locker rooms. Some of the numbers in this ball game. First of all, for Dewar, 11 rushes for 35 yards. Nevin Corbin has 8 carries for 34. Zach Mullen, the quarterback, 3 carries for 1. Through the air, Zach Mullins 1 for 3 for 4 yards. That one completion was to Cole Miller. So 14 offensive plays for Dewar in the first half for 39 yards, averaging 2.8 yards per play. For OBA, 35 rushes for 155 yards. Leading the way, Bodie Boyson, 20 carries for 70, including a 1-yard touchdown run to end the first half. Judd Cheatham with 11 carries for 66. He had an 8-yard touchdown run. Ian Easton had 4 carries for 19 yards, 35 for 155 on the ground. Through the air, Boyson is 10 of 17 for 75 yards. Cheatham with 6 catches in the first half, none longer than 8 yards. Jacob Colby had 4 catches. His longest was 16 on the reception in the first half. So 155 yards on the ground, 75 through the air, 52 total plays for 230 yards, averaging 4.4 yards a carry. And at the half, OBA leads 16-0. When we come back, we will talk to Pond Creek Hunter head coach, former head coach David Kerr. It's the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Halftime in Cashion, the Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans on top of Dewar 16-0 in this Class B quarterfinal. Winner of this game takes on Sealing, who won earlier this afternoon over Wetumpka 48-0. We get a chance to catch up with an old friend here, David Kerr, the former head coach of the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers, who called it a career for now. I got a feeling you'll be back there someday coaching football, but right now you're getting a chance to spend some time watching football from a little bit further away than you were, although you did help out the Panthers quite a bit this year, I understand.
Yeah, I tried to help them on Friday nights a little bit. I don't know how much I helped them, but I was out there anyway.
How tough was it for you to be in your position this year and watch a young coach like Tanner Bowman take over your program?
It was a little tough, but not too bad. I have full confidence in Tanner. He's going to be successful. If he just gets a chance. He's young, and I told him he did a heck of a lot better job than I did my first year. I go back and watch some of the stuff we did my first year, and I think we were idiots back then. So I think Tanner, he's well ahead of where I was my first year. So I tell him he's got that going for him.
I guess it worked out okay for you, didn't it?
Yeah, so far.
Let's talk about this OBA team as you have seen them. They're in Pond Creek Hunters District. You guys had a Week 10 game against them. And you just said it. You're a little stunned by what you're seeing in this first half.
I am, and not so much. I'm just impressed with the physicality of OBA, honestly. I told people that OBA, just looking at them as a team, they're not going to overly impress you. I mean, they do have some good-looking kids, but when you watch them, they do a lot of great things and a lot of good things. Fundamentally, they're pretty fundamentally sound. They tackle well. You've seen that on defense because Dewar is a very good offensive team, and they've just totally shut them down. And their guards are staying on their blocks, and I mean they're doing a really good job. They're very well coached. You can tell by that, for sure.
Yeah, and I think a key to success, especially when you get into the playoffs, is playing keep away, keeping your offense out there with the football. And you take a look at some of the numbers we just talked about. OBA with 52 offensive plays in the first half. Dewar with 14. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. I was surprised Dewar had that many plays. It doesn't even seem like they had that many. Yeah, and you said they were averaging 4 or 5 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, and controlling the clock. I mean, if every snap, if you're getting 4.5 yards a carry, you're going to be successful, and you're going to eat some clock, and that's what they needed to do against this Dewar team. Like Dewar's very explosive. They just see that run that hurry up offense. They've got good athletes. They got a good scheme, but man, when you're running hurry up and you're going 3 and outs, and OBA is taking 6-7 minutes off the ball or off the clock. You're going to have a lot of success, and OBA's showing that.
I think we came in here thinking that a strength of Dewar was the defensive line. I mean, they got some hosses, some good experience, including a Maxwell kid right there in the middle. But watching what OBA did in those last 2 drives to score, is they were gashing them pretty good.
Yeah, and you saw early in the, they were getting 3 or 4 yards on some of those quarterback carries or the Cheatham sweeps and stuff like that. And later on in the second quarter, those 3 and 4 yard carries became 5 and 6 yard carries, and just extended drives a lot better for them. And you could tell Dewar's defense was getting a little gas there. This first drive coming out at halftime is going to be huge for the Dewar Dragons.
You've been in this position many times. You've played a lot of Thanksgiving football, and for OBA, they've not been in this position since 2009. Which means these kids are 5 years old when that happened. How tough is it for a team that, as you get deeper into the playoffs without the experience, although I would say OBA is handling it quite well, but how tough is it when you are dealing with the kids with not experiencing this long run into the playoffs?
I think it's a little bit difficult, but I mean, like you said, it's been so long since they've done it. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement on that football team. And Coach Kayot over there, I mean, obviously being at Fairview and Laverne, I mean, he's practiced Thanksgiving football quite a bit in his career. So, he's probably got a routine that they do, and a lot of those guys on that staff have been successful. So, having somebody like him leading those guys, it probably helped out a lot.
First possession by Dewar is huge, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's very huge. I mean, like I said, Dewar is so explosive. They can score in 1 or 2 plays. They caught one, about broke one up the seam on that post pattern one time, but OBA made the play, made a tackle. But, yeah, I think if Dewar doesn't score here, I mean, these kids aren't used to this. I bet – I don't know if it's your research, but I don't know the last time Dewar's probably been shut out in the first half. I bet it's been 20 years probably. I'm just guessing. I don't know that. But I bet since Coach Bean's been there, I bet they haven't been shut out in the first half of anything. So this is probably a big shock to those guys.
Coach, great to talk to you. Coach and I, there for a while, had a pretty good run talking at the Grant County Fair there in early September, talking about the football team, and great to get a chance to talk to you now. Maybe get a chance to call an eight-man playoff game, or that 8-man All-Star game again next summer.
There you go. I'm ready for it.
You betcha. Halftime here at Maxon Field in Cashin. OBA is shutting out Dewar 16-0. Second half is coming up. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Well, you see the score on the scoreboard halfway through this one in Cashion. OBA on top of Dewar, 16-0. Tom Nelson, Adam Diesel Horse with you. Second half coming up in just a couple of minutes. But before we get you there, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Some big games tonight, you know.
Yeah, just a few. Obviously,
state semifinals and quarterfinals, nothing big deal, right?
Yeah, I'll about to take Class C, and then I'll hop over to you to take another class, and then we'll just go back and forth. But in Class C, Tipton leads Timberlake 30-12 at half, and then Winoka is all over Mountain View Gotebo 44-0.
In Class B, Laverne over Waletka at the half 24-20. That's a heck of a ball game. Velma Alma leading Regent Prep. How about Velma Alma? They're making quite a run. They lead 28-20 at the half. The game we have here, 16-0 OBA over Dewar, and then today, Sealing shutout with Wetumpka 46-0.
We'll go to Class A. Fairview just with a small margin over Stroud. Little surprising score there, 10-6 in the third quarter. Gore all over Crescent, 41-13. Look at this one, Tom. Colcord 42-6 over Ringling at halftime, and Hominy all over Hooker 28-0.
Take a look at the 2A scoreboard. Jones leads Kiefer 13-12 at the half. Washington shutting out Idabel 34-0 at the half. Victory Christian leads Chandler on the 28-7. That ball game's the half. And then this afternoon, Millwood moves on. They beat Sequoia Claremore 49-30.
We'll jump over to 3A. This will go quicker now because we only have semifinals games. So in the semifinal one, Heritage Hall leads Verdigris at halftime 27-13. And this is a little surprising. Metro Christian leads Lincoln Christian 28-14 at half.
In 4A, this afternoon, Wagner shuts out Poto 30-0. And tonight at the half, Cushing continues to cruise. They lead Elk City 42-8.
How about 6A too? Because I believe 5A doesn't play till tomorrow. Isn't that correct? Choctaw leads Mustang 30-6. These games are just kind of not even close in either one of them. And Stillwater all over Deer Creek 30-0 at half.
And in 6A1 this afternoon in the rematch, Bixby gets a little bit of revenge. They win the most important one as they knock off Jenks 28-14 after Jenks ended their long winning streak at the end of the regular season. Bixby moves on to the finals. And look at the score at the half. Owasso shutting out Union 13-0. So a lot of people were thinking Bixby Union. It might be Bixby Owasso at this rate. Only halfway through that one, plenty of time is remaining. We'll take a quick break and come back. Third quarter is coming up from Cashin as OBA leads Dewar 16-0. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Proudly offering high-quality insurance to the people of Northwest Oklahoma since 1994, the Eaton Agency strives to deliver exceptional customer service with every interaction. Your local State Farm agents, Jeff and Stephanie Eaton, in Enid and Alva, are ready to help you and your family get the personal price plan that's right for you. So call 580-237-3403 today for your free quote.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you in Cashin. Just about ready for the second half, and it will be Dewar getting the football. Very, very important drive. They're down 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. They've done nothing offensively in this ball game. This is a huge drive for Dewar's season coming up next.
Well, yeah, Coach Kerr, you heard him talk about how crucial it is. Obviously, this is the first half went the exact way that OBA wanted it to go, and it would be huge to get an answer here by Dewar and get some points on the board and get some momentum rolling.
Yeah, Dewar with just 14 offensive plays in the first half, 39 total yards, 35 of those on the ground. Nevin Corbin, who has been a beast for them, over 1,000 yards rushing with 315 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns last week against Pioneer. I haven't brought this up yet. I talked to Coach Bean this week, and I tell you what, they were upset after last week's win over Pioneer. They gave up 52 points to Pioneer, won that game 68-52, gave up almost as many points in one game as they had all season. He said they came back to the locker room feeling like a loss, like they'd gotten beat.
Well, and we saw Pioneer earlier. They're a big physical team and can run the ball pretty well, but that did surprise me.
Caden Humphreys, 407 yards and 8 touchdowns last week. And on the return, not a good one. Once again, special teams tackle made that time by Corbin Burrell. And they will take over first down and 10 inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
We talked about these kickers being a weapon in these games, but, I mean, man, he almost booted that into the end zone too. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments that Dewar makes, just because it seems like most of their traditional stuff that they like to run, they didn't have a whole lot of success with.
Zach Mullen at quarterback with Nevin Corbin to his left. And Corbin gets the carry
Big
on
hole.
first down. And there is a hole across the 25-yard line, across the 30, and out to the 33. That is by far the best play of the night for Dewar. So from the 33-yard line, after the 13-yard gain, they'll give it to Norman and Corbin again, and he busts down the far sideline before he's chased down from behind by Boydston, but they're across midfield just like that.
Like, it looks like they're going to go same thing again here. Why not, right?
They're going to push the tempo here at the 47-yard line of OBA. Hand it off to him again. 45. And tackled at the 43-yard line. It was Cheatham who cleaned him up, but the initial grab onto the ankle by Colby, which teed it up for Cheatham. Down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 4.
Look for QB run here if you're Dewar, obviously, with the sub in.
Second down and 6. They'll give it to the sub this time. Going left, 35, 30, 25, 20-yard line. Cheatham pushes him out of bounds, and that carry was Tyler Sullivan.
A much better job, obviously, of blocking up front by Dewar.
At the 20-yard line, a gain of 23 yards. Boy, they're wasting no time. They're pushing the tempo, getting OBA back on their heels inside the 15-yard line, right at the 15-yard line is where they'll spot it, a gain of 5. I'm having a hard time keeping up, too.
Quarterback pulled that time. Good
Mullen
job.
tries to reverse field and is tackled after a gain of about a yard or 2. Colby with the tackle. Mark it at the 13-yard line, gain of 2. 3rd down and 4.
Good job by Colby that time.
As he stayed right with Nevin Corbin. Corbin comes up about a yard short. They'll go for it on 4th down and 1 here.
Well, they just go so fast with it. It's almost like that time the end wasn't able to get on his block because the play was run so quick.
4th down and 1. Mullen looks to the near sideline. Corbin to his right.
Option.
Wideouts left and right.
Top side. Nope. QB run.
Corbin, 1st down, pulls the defender inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 3. What a run. What an opening drive here of the 3rd quarter for Dewar.
Well, this is really impressive, obviously. This is probably what OBA was worried about initially, but now they're getting that lean up front by their line.
1st down and goal from the 5-yard line. Mullen is chased down again by Colby. Same play that didn't work last time.
Lost yardage there.
Back to the 6.
Good job by OBA there.
Stringing it out. As Nevin Corbin gets nothing. No gain on the play. As the Trojan defense is stiffening up. 3rd down and goal from the 6. 2-down territory. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter, 9 minutes to play. Dewar down by 2 touchdowns, trying to kind of half this score. Get it back to 8 points.
Oh, off his hands.
Pass incomplete, intended for Triton Mack. And now it's 4th down. And now you get the stop here, and the momentum goes right back to OBA.
Well, and that was Colby again there. Colby has made 3 huge defensive plays here for OBA. He ran the man down from behind. He stuffed the first play, and then he got his hand on that ball right there, or at least an arm in the way that Mack wasn't able to see it. They like option, but at 4th and 6, you probably want to put the ball up in the end zone is what I'm thinking.
12th play of the drive. 4th down and goal from the 6.
It's going to be a flag, yep.
We'll mark it back 5 yards.
Because his hand was already down. They were already set.
So back to the 11-yard line.
That's not as bad of a situation if you're going to be throwing the ball anyway. So
opens it up just a little bit, 5 extra yards. This drive started back at the 20-yard line, and boy, they pushed it down the field in a hurry, but they got to 1st and goal at the 5 and went back a yard on the first one, and then OBA strung them out for no gain the next 2 plays. Actually, incomplete pass in the last one.
I think what they're saying is that they were set and then motioned, so it was a legal motion, so once they became set. And Dewar fans do not like the call.
So now it's 4th down and goal from the 11. The black-clad Dewar Dragons down 16-0. Need to find the end zone right here. Mullen calls timeout. It's Coach Bean running on the sideline. Let's take a timeout. 8:43 to play in the 3rd quarter, 4th and 11. 4th and goal from the 11 for Dewar when we return. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Well, Dewar has pushed the ball down to the field. This drive started on their own 20-yard line, down inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 5, but now they've gone back 6 yards with a penalty. Now 4th down and goal at the 11. The big offensive play on this drive was the run by Tyler Sullivan of 23 yards. But Zach Mullen and Nevin Corbin, they're the bell cows. They're in there right now. Wide out to the right side. Slot to the left. 4th down and goal from the 11.
We'll sprint out.
Right side.
Ooh, incomplete.
Threw it a little bit behind him. It's incomplete, and OBA will take over. That pass was intended for Cole Miller. And Dewar did a great job getting it inside the 10-yard line, but OBA's defense stiffens up, and now the Trojans will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 11.
What a great answer by OBA to get a stop there. You know, once that field shortens up, it kind of changes the play calls that you can make, and Dewar stuck with it, but credit to OBA. Like you said, if they could get a stop, that'd be huge.
So they'll take over now with 8:38 to play in the 3rd quarter. They lead 16-0. And on 1st down, off the right side, the carry by Bodie Boydston.
He still got 4 or 5 yards that time. Much better job backside scrape by linebacker Ashton Hawkins. Man, he is a player.
They are OBA in that first half. They just used Cheatham and Boyston and just took it right at Dewar. Long time consuming drives, 2 of them capped in touchdowns. There goes Cheatham up the middle. He bounced off of a tackle to the near side and goes down at the 17, picking up 2. He was tackled by Hawkins. We've called his name all night, Ashton Hawkins. 6 foot tall, 210-pound senior. So here's 3rd down and 4, and Dewar really needs to get the stop right here.
Yeah, much better job in pursuit on the run plays there. You know, OBA's not going to stray away from things that worked. It just looks like the adjustments were made by Dewar here. This is that play they were trying to run with a sweep before.
Cheatham, left, turns it up, busts free. Steps out of a tackle to midfield, has one man to beat. He's got the angle on him. Cheatham to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and is tackled inside the 10-yard line.
What a fantastic job by number 80 from OBA to Jake. Who is that from OBA? Holden Caldwell. Did you see him all the way down the field
just
blocking?
Running interference.
And I believe that might be our state representative's son. Is that right?
Exactly right. So the huge play on 3rd down and 6.
Got a player hurt. It's number 2 for Dewar.
And Nia Corbin with the tackle. Keelan Berry is the injured Dragon. And OBA will have it 1st down and goal at the 7. So the play from the 17 on one end down to the 7 on the other. 76 yards on the run by Judd Cheatham on 3rd down.
Man. Well, they tried to run that play earlier, and that's when they had the penalty, and they ran sweep with it. And I think Dewar made an adjustment there, but I'll just be honest with you, that was all Judd Cheatham. Cheatham really didn't have much of a hole there, but, man, once he sprung through, looked like he got shot out of a cannon.
And Nia Corbin had the angle on him, but you're right, it was Holden Caldwell who was running interference and just kept
didn't give him a
from getting
chance.
that close to him.
Yeah, until he got ahead of him, and that's why it took so long to tackle him, because he was just basically just staying in between them. It was just a great hustle.
You see the injured player right there. It is Keelan Berry, the 5 foot 10-inch, 165-pound sophomore. And it looks like the right knee that they are working on. 16-0 the score, and wow, how things have changed in the last 30 seconds. OBA gets the stop after Dewar pushed the ball down the field all the way down inside the 10. OBA stopped him, and then Dewar with a chance to possibly get the ball back on 3rd down and 6, and Judd Cheatham busts one off for 76. It's nice to see Berry walking off the field under his own strength. We hope we get a chance to get him back into the contest. But OBA with a chance to take a 3-touchdown lead.
Velma has scored again. It's now 34-20 in that game. We don't have an update from Laverne and Walika yet.
So 1st down and goal for the Trojans. 2 wide to the left side. And it will be Bodie Boyston running right behind Easton.
And Easton missed his block that time. Easton needs to peel back and take 44 because he is a man-child right now for Dewar, making every tackle for them.
So 2nd down and goal now from the 5-yard line. Boyson again.
It's down to the 2.
Yep. He'll pick up 2 more.
Number 7, Bodie Boyson on the keeper.
Judd Cheatham now is 144 yards rushing in the contest after he busted off that 76-yard run.
Actually going to put it just inside the 3, Tom.
3rd down and goal.
And this is a huge play or drive for OBA, obviously. I mean, they all are at this point, right?
That time of year, isn't it? One back set. Boyston, right side, diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they go on top. 24-0 with a 2-point conversion upcoming. 22-0, excuse me.
Well, that was Jake Colby had the lead block there, and he got a little shooken up because Boydston landed on top of him while he was laying on the ground. But, man, what an answer by OBA.
What a momentum swing, because Dewar had taken the momentum away early in the second half, excuse me. They'll go for 2. Cheatham, left, turning it up into the end zone for 2. Now it's 24-0. 5:49 to play in the 3rd quarter. OBA leads by 3 full touchdowns. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
6 plays, 89 yards in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. The big run, 76 yards by Judd Cheatham, but it's Bodie Boydston scoring from 3 yards out. Cheatham with the 2-point conversion. 24-0 with 5:49 to play in the 3rd quarter. And an OBA rematch with Sealing
on the
is
horizon,
looking more and more evident.
And, man, that was a great game.
Really was. The score doesn't indicate how good a game that was that night, 58-24.
Great coverage by
OBA. Again, Cole Miller with the return, but not a whole lot there.
It just seems like everything is going OBA's way. That time struggled to pick the ball up, and once he picked it up, there's 2 OBA defenders there.
And Corbin Burrell with the stop on the special teams tackle. It's 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Obviously, the adjustments that Dewar made at halftime on the offensive side of the ball with the blocking schemes up front when the run game seemed to be effective, but I'm guessing that OBA has done the same thing as far as what they're seeing in the blocking schemes.
Well, so Dewar was able to get the ball down inside the 10-yard line pretty quickly. They'll see if they can do it again, but they trail by 3 full touchdowns now. 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions, 24-0. Slant pattern caught as Triton Mack has his first catch of the night out to the 27-yard line. We'll take it back to 17, gaining 5. And right up the middle, trying to find some running room to the 20-yard line.
About 3 more yards.
That's Nevin Corbin.
Man, look at Cushing all over Elk City, 49-8. Cushing is for real, folks.
looking for their first state championship since 1961 over there in Cushing. 3rd down and 2. Corbin again. And
nice
he
play.
is taken down, didn't gain a thing. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
I think he lost a yard, maybe.
He might have. Looks like they'll mark him back at the 20, so no gain.
No gain. So this is interesting here. I mean, obviously you've got to go for it down 3 scores, I think, but man, it sure does put you in a bad spot if you don't get it if you're Dewar.
Yeah, you are in a position. You've got, well, they're going to bring the punt team out possibly.
Yeah, I think with just only down 3 scores, there's a lot, 8-man games, you can score quick.
Yeah, you can. So we will see Ashton Hawkins stand back inside his 10-yard line, and OBA should get great field position. And if Cheatham gets the ball in his hands, they can get better field position.
Yeah, I think timeout, but I think Dewar may reconsider this.
Let's take a break. 3rd quarter action, 24-0 OBA. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle.
They're going to go for it.
Dewar will reconsider. They're going for it on 4th down and 2, trailing 24-0. Big play in the ball game with 4 minutes and change left in the 3rd. Mullen.
Bubble pass. Good play. Ooh, that's not going to be enough.
Out
Great
to
play.
Corbin, and Corbin is tackled. They did not get it.
Wow.
Great pursuit on the D. Is that Colby again?
Yes, he is just everywhere.
The Jake Hammer Colby.
Golly. I mean, he made those 3 big defensive plays on the other end, and there, I mean, it looked like if Corbin would have just caught it and got upfield, I think he would have got, but he hesitated for some reason, and I'm not sure why, and Arnold was right there.
So OBA will take over at the 18-yard line. At the 18-yard line of the Dragons. Leading 24-0. Jet sweep as Cheatham almost lost it. He was able to reel it in and will gain a yard to the 16. And give him 2 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is also a situation, if you're OBA, you do not snap the ball until about 5 seconds is left on the play clock.
Yep. The clock is your friend at this point. 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain.
QB run, top side.
There you go. Boydston down to the 10. He'll be about a yard or 2 short of the 1st down.
And OBA's just doing a good job, man. You know, their front guys are staying on their blocks just long enough for Boydston to get by. And once he gets by, he's at the 5-yard mark, and then he pushes forward for another 2 or 3 every time.
That is Boydston's 20th carry of the night. 87 yards rushing.
And every one of them was well earned.
3rd down and 2. Cheatham.
Good job that time by Dewar.
He might not have got it.
I think he got it.
I think he got a pretty good spot. We'll see.
Oh, no, he's short. You're right.
About a yard or so. He'll get to the 9, needed to get to the 8.
Better job by Dewar that time. And this is going to be one of those plays where you see Boydston lean again, maybe just a QB sneak.
Dewar fans are making the stands and the press box rattle over here. Boydston
got it.
1st down. I mean, he's guaranteed a yard or two every time just by the size of his body and the lean.
But, you got to credit OBA up front, Tom. I mean, they're pushing forward or at least stalemating, and that's all you ask for, because Boyston, he's going to get, if he gets through, he's like you said, he's going to get 3 yards.
First down and goal from the 7 now. We keep an eye on that clock as we tick under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Dewar has been inside the OBA Trojan 10-yard line one time. That's as close as they've come to scoring. Cheatham, right side, will gain nothing.
Better job stringing it out there by Dewar. That was a different formation. OBA has not run today. They usually like to run, that 2-back set, but they do it under center and they offset the 2 backs. But that time they ran it out of gun.
Keelan Berry made that tackle. He's the kid that was injured a few minutes ago, so it's nice to see him back out there. Second down and goal from the 7. As the clock continues to roll. Trojans looking for their first semifinal appearance since Class A in 2008.
Got him. Got Arnold. Touchdown.
Jake Colby with the reception.
Great play call. You can see that all the way. Fantastic play call by Coach Kayott.
OBA jumps on top 30-0. 7-yard touchdown pass. For Bodie, it's his 27th touchdown pass of the season. For Colby, his 12th touchdown reception. Two-point conversion try. Oh, before they get underway, flag will stop play. They took over after Dewar went forward on 4th and 2 and came up empty, took over at the Dewar 18-yard line and just pounded it into the end zone. They'll move it back 5 yards. Now they've got to cover about 8 yards to get the two-point conversion. Very impressive night for OBA. Ball caught by Colby into the end zone for 2. 32-0. OBA will take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
6 plays, 18 yards, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. That is your drive summary. It was Bodie Boyston to Jake Colby. 7-yard touchdown pass, then Boyston to Colby on the two-point conversion. 1:04 to play in the third quarter. And this may be one of the – there have been some surprising scores across the state tonight.
Man.
This may be one of the more surprising.
It really is. It's been just a total domination by OBA. Just so impressed.
Another great kick taken inside the 5-yard line by Cole Miller.
Got some room here. Oh, Nunez was there, though.
He taken down at about the 21. Well, we talked about, with Coach Kerr at halftime, what happened on that opening drive for Dewar would set the tone, and they moved the ball down there, got inside the 10. OBA got the stop, and boom, boom.
You
and
think about
32-0.
Think about what could have happened if they score there.
Would have been 16 to possibly 8. Yeah.
And just the difference of momentum, and obviously it causes Dewar to have to go for it on a 4th down and in their side of the field, and OBA scores. And
this drive will start with 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. from the 21-yard line. It has been all Trojans here tonight. Mullen to throw. Near side. Ball was deflected and incomplete. Somebody got a big paw on it.
Really, OBA had great coverage there, too, still. Start seeing Dewar airing it out a little bit. 51 seconds left to go here in the third.
Dewar passing the ball tonight, 3 for 8 for 7 yards. Second down and 10. That stopped the clock. OBA can pin their ears back a little bit on the defensive side.
Looks like a full start, I think.
Move them back 5, bring up second down and 15. Should it not be second down and 15? Didn't we just have an incomplete pass? Near side comes Corbin. And Corbin gets back to about the 18-yard line. You would give credit on that tackle to Nunez. He hung in there. Going to mark it at the 17.
This may be the last play of the third quarter here.
Just a gain of 1. Yeah, now it is. It's third down and 13. They had the wrong number up on the down indicator. So now it is third down and about 13 or so. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Mullen back to throw. Here comes Boydston. He'll go down. Bodie Boydston, his 7th sack of the season. Back to the 12-yard line.
That's going to end the third quarter.
All OBA. They go to the 4th. They're 12 minutes away from playing ceiling again with a trip to the state championship on the line. 32-0 OBA. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
We go to the fourth quarter. OBA on top of Dewar, 32-0, and it's 4th and about 20 for Dewar after the Bodie Boydston sack of quarterback Zach Mullen to end the third quarter. And Dewar will punt, which means OBA will get good field position again, and it'll give Judd Cheatham a chance to take one to the house.
Almost blocked it.
It's returnable from the 49-yard line. And he's run out of bounds inside the 35, so another good starting field position for OBA.
Heck of a job there by 44. Ashton Hawkins, that kid is a stud. Man, he has played a heck of a ball game for Dewar.
So from the 43, or from the 33-yard line is where the drive will start. 10 seconds into the fourth period. So OBA with the short field, they will try to capitalize.
Nice ball there.
Cheatham has it 30, 25, and down to the 21. They'll mark him at the 22, a gain of 11.
11:41.
Seventh catch of the night by Judd Cheatham. I like that little play.
I do too.
Just gets the ball to Judd Cheatham out in space, and he is dangerous.
And that's really the first time Boyston's thrown it kind of and let him. He's kind of been throwing it at his feet most of the game.
First down and 10. Cheatham right side, stops on a dime and spins down to the 20, maybe to the 19.
Ooh,
loose ball. I think OBA fell on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Arnold's on it.
Right there at the 20-yard line. So a gain of 2. Dominic Celestine with the tackle.
There's one too many spin moves by Judd that time. He dropped it on that second spin.
So the gain of 2 brings up second down and 8 from the 20-yard line of Dewar. OBA going for their 20th win in a row, a 19-game winning streak. Their last loss was to Regent Prep on September 17th of 2021. Looking pretty good right now. Out in the flat, the ball caught by Cheatham, tackled from behind by Cade Henderson.
You know, it's just like a long run play almost, the way that they complete the ball out there on the edge. I wonder here if they don't get it, if they won't try to give Nunez a chance to kick a field goal.
Third down and 6. Cheatham has it right side, just lowers the shoulder, gets to it within about a yard or so. Inside the 15-yard line down to the 13, picking up 5. So now 4th down and 1. Hominy leading Hooker 40-6. I had a chance to see Hominy a few weeks ago. That's a really good football team.
God, Dewar is just killing Crescent, 69-13.
Laverne and Walitko, Laverne 24-20 going into the 4th quarter. Snap it.
Got it.
Boyston down to the 5, or down to the 10, excuse me. That should be enough for the first down. It is.
So much for my idea about kicking a field goal.
When you've got Bodie Boyston back there, and you've got that offensive line to run behind, what the heck? First down and goal now from the 10. Yes, it's been a while since Dewar has been handled like this.
Shut out. I mean, shocking.
Left side, Cheatham has it to the 10 and down to the 8.
Boyston held on to that ball a little bit too long.
You know, we talk about being from Northwest Oklahoma, being in the Enid area. The Northwest Oklahoma teams, with the success they have against the rest of the state, but I will be honest with you, this OBA team, we knew they were good, but they don't have that tradition that we see from the Lavernes and the Shaddocks and teams, that the Palm Creek Hunters that have done that in the past, and you didn't expect Dewar to be that, you know, in a position to be getting beaten like this either.
This is going to go for some yards here. Great blocking by Colby. Man.
He dives for the pylon, comes about a yard short. Has Cheatham down to the 1. He'll gain 7.
You know, in 8-man is such a unique game that, you know, a lot of times, you know, if you've got great edge players and obviously good skill players and, you know, linemen that will compete and lock their men up. You heard Coach Kerr say it on our show, you know, OBA has got the right pieces. They're coached very well. They play really hard. And the other side of that on defense is they've got the 2 great ends with Colby and Boydston, and it makes it's a tough recipe for people.
Third down and goal. Boydston.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Trojans. And for Bodie, it's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
I promise you, the OBA kids are going to need some ice baths after this game. This has been a physical game.
He'll score from 3 yards out. So now we're at 38-0 with the 2-point conversion upcoming. Boyson to throw. Left side, caught. Harry Nunez. 40-0. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scordo, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Nine-play, 33-yard drive in 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And OBA on a 3-yard touchdown run by Bodie Boyson, the 2-point conversion from Boyson to Harry Nunez. It is 40-0 with 7:52 to play in the fourth. And if you would have told me that we'd be in a position like this with OBA, a chance to end this one early, I never would have believed you. So right now, Dewar is playing. We're playing to keep this game going.
Ooh, that looked like a block in the back. They're going to call it.
Down the near sideline, good return, but most likely coming back. And that is Cole Miller, and is tackled by Harry Nunez. You know, you take a look at ceiling, OBA ceiling next week. Remember, quarterback for ceiling, Cade Manuel, the coach's son, who was such a stud and was injured in that game that we saw. Had a really brutal injury, something like the muscle pulled off of the bone. He missed like a week or two and came back.
Yeah,
a stud.
It ended up being like a severely sprained bicep is what it ended up being, which is pretty rare. I think he missed 3 or 4 weeks, actually, Tom.
Did he miss that much?
Yeah, and he's back 100%.
Yeah.
And that was a heck of a game. We talk about that. I mean, OBA controlled that game, especially in the second half, because OBA played very similar to how they've played this entire game against Dewar in the second half against Ceiling.
Yeah. 58-34 was the final. I believe, I remember right, OBA jumped out like 20-0 and just kind of held off Ceiling for the rest of the night. So Dewar's going to take over at their own 8-yard line. Going deep on first down, incomplete.
Good coverage.
Yeah, the pass was intended for Triton Mack, and good coverage by Harry Nunez. Dewar's had one drive in this ball game, the first drive of the third quarter, where they went from the 20-yard line down to got as close as the 5 before penalties pushed them back. That's the only drive with any success at all they've had in this ball game. Corbin looking left, turns the corner, and will get a first down out near the 20-yard line. Give him a gain of 20, or no, a gain to the 20, a gain of 12. First down and 10. Right now, Dewar just playing for some pride right here, trying to make something happen. Mullen.
Great job there by number 9 for OBA.
Corbin Burrell.
Yeah. He came in to give Boydston a break.
Well, no gain on the play. Second down and 10. It's going to be a long drive back east for Dewar tonight.
Good run here.
Corbin, nice run. Jumps over defender 30-35 after the 40-yard line. before he was tackled by
Arnold. Cheatham kind of got juked out of his.
Now to the 41, a gain of 21 that time by Corbin. That's his best run of the night.
Can be offsides on OBA.
Once again, Dewar trying to push that tempo like they did on that first couple of drives of the second half. That first one that worked out so well for them until they could not finish. It's all OBA leading 40-0. First down and 10, or first and 5, excuse me, from the 46.
Give credit to Dewar's fans. They're still here. They're cheering loud, and big run there.
Right up the middle. There goes Sullivan, who had a long
Fumbled.
run, and he fumbled the football.
OBA
Looks like
has
OBA has it.
They do.
So OBA will take over on their own 47-yard line.
Great job by Cheatham there. He stood him up and ripped the ball out. And
OBA can feel it now. First down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. They will take over. If they can march down and score, we're going home early.
I'll tell you, Stroud just cut it to 3 in that game. Fairview leads 24-21 in that game late in the fourth quarter. Colcord destroys Ringling 48-6, and Gore all over Crescent 69-13.
6:29 to play. Boyston near side. Ball is off the fingertips of his intended receiver as he was trying to find Ian Easton. Incomplete.
Interesting scenario here. If you're OBA, you
Go for the dagger?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to do that with 6.5 still left. You got to be very careful about not getting anyone injured with this game kind of out of reach. Ooh, that's going to be a false start, or offsides.
Easton turns it
Wow,
out.
good run.
Well, he got to the edge in a hurry.
Yes, he did.
I think this will go against Dewar, which they would most likely decline and let Easton have the run.
I don't
They
even
will.
think they threw a flag. That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah, you're right. Down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 12. Ian Easton's 5th carry of the night. First down and 10. I mean, you look at it, OBA has not had a close game. Pass incomplete, intended for Jake Colby. They've really not had a close game since that ceiling game. I mean, that very impressive win over Balco Forgan in the first round, 64-22. And then last week shutting out Waurika 45-0. What they have done against, I'd say the best team they've played this year, they have come out and just taken no prisoners. Off to Easton again. And Easton getting some carries here on this drive down to the 35-yard line. And you don't think that Ceiling, after what OBA did to them back in September, has been waiting for another chance at the Trojans. Ian Easton now. 6 carries for 37 yards. For the junior. 3rd and 4. Easton up the middle. Second and third effort gets him the first down. Flag flying in late. Somebody hold. Yep, no, personal foul. Personal foul goes against Dewar. I didn't see what happened. That official came in, the flag came in behind the play, at the end of the play. Some frustration, I would imagine. And now down to the 13-yard line. 5.5 to play in the ball game, if we make it that far. OBA with 40 points in the scoreboard. A touchdown sends us home early.
Shouldn't the clock be running?
After that penalty.
Oh, good
Maybe
point.
not, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. No, I think it was supposed to be running.
Boyson's pass incomplete. It was off the hands, almost intercepted, of Ashton Hawkins. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. The Trojans looking to go to 13-0 for the first time in school history.
It's really impressive. It has been so impressive tonight what they've done.
It'll be Chris Kayot's 30th win at OBA and their 20th win in a row.
Oh, that was
Flip it right side to Cheatham.
Oh, good run.
Stays on his feet and gets down near the 5. Click to mark him at about the 6.
Will they be 13-0 or 12-0?
I've got them 12-0 right now. They're 10-0 and they won 2 playoff games.
Oh, my
They're
bad.
12-0 right now, yeah. Looks like they're going to put it at the 8, so a gain of 5. Judd Cheatham has caught 10 passes tonight. There's most of the short variety. Matter of fact, all of them are the short variety. 3rd and 5.
Timeout.
Timeout OBA. Let's take a break and pay a bill or two. 40-0 Trojans. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. $40-0 OBA, and they've got 3rd down and 4 at the Dewar 8-yard line. As the Trojans look to go home early, right?
We're getting
here.
some news out there in the Enid area that we're live on TVs across the Enid area. So
wow.
Some of the local establishments.
People watching the OBA Trojans punching their ticket for the state semifinals.
It was a big night there in Enid tonight, too, at the lighting of the Christmas tree.
That's exactly right. Had thousands of people in downtown Enid for Enid Lights Up the Plains. 3rd down and 4. Left side,
Touchdown.
Cheatham turns it up into the end
That's
zone.
the game.
Touchdown, ball game.
What a game.
Judd Cheatham scores from 8 yards out. 46-0.
Wow. When is the last time that Dewar has been 45? That would be a question I would like to know an answer to.
Well, OBA has done it here tonight. 46-0, your final score as Judd Cheatham scores from 8 yards out. Really quickly, let me take a look here at his numbers. He's going to be up over 150 yards rushing. We'll figure him up and give him to you in the postgame. But the Trojans are 13-0. They've won 20 straight. And they will take on Sealing in a rematch next week in the Class B semifinals. We'll take a break and start our postgame show after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
We're going to have some interviews, too.
Yeah, we're going to stick
So
around
make sure
for
you
a while.
stay
We've got
tuned.
some interviews coming up, so stick around. It's the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Proudly offering high-quality insurance to the people of Northwest Oklahoma since 1994, the Eaton Agency strives to deliver exceptional customer service with every interaction. Your local State Farm agents, Jeff and Stephanie Eaton, in Enid and Alva, are ready to help you and your family get the personal price plan that's right for you. So call 580-237-3403 today for your free quote.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The OBA Trojans move on in the Class B state playoffs on to the semifinals where they will take on Sealing after shutting out Dewar tonight 46-0 in a game that ends on the 45-point mercy rule with 5:07 to play in the ball game. Let's go back and recap the scoring. OBA scored the first points of this ball game with 4:01 to play in the second quarter, capping a 15-play, 71-yard drive. Took 6 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock, and it was Judd Cheatham scoring from 8 yards out. Bodie Boyston with the 2-point conversion run. It's 8-0 OBA with 4:01 to play in the first half. OBA stops Dewar on downs, takes over at the Dewar 44-yard line, takes 9 plays to score in 2 minutes and 56 seconds, a 44-yard drive, and it was Bodie Boyson scoring from 1 yard out with 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Judd Cheatham with the 2-point conversion run made it 16-0 OBA, and that was the score at halftime. Starting the second half, Dewar with the opening kickoff drove the ball down from starting the drive at the 20-yard line all the way down to the OBA 5, but they went backwards from there and end up coming up empty. OBA took over on their own 11-yard line, 6 plays, 89 yards in 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and it was Bodie Boyston with a 3-yard touchdown run. The big run on that drive was a 73-yard run by, 76-yard run by Judd Cheatham. He got the 2-point conversion. That made it 24-0 with 5:49 to play in the third quarter. 6 plays, 89 yards in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. At this point, Dewar is just, they're in desperation mode. They go for it on fourth down, come up empty, deep in their own territory. OBA takes over at the Dewar 18-yard line. They score in 6 plays, 3 minutes and 11 seconds, 18-yard drive. It was Bodie Boyston to Jake Colby, 7-yard touchdown pass. Boyston to Colby on the 2-point conversion made it 32-0 with 1:04 to play in the third quarter. They pushed their lead to 40-0 with 7:52 to play in the fourth quarter. It was Bodie Boyston scoring from 3 yards out. Boyston to Harry Nunez, the 2-point conversion, capped a 9-play, 33-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock, and OBA on top 40-0. They get the ball back on a fumble, a turnover, gave the ball to OBA at the OBA 47-yard line. 8 plays, 53 yards later in a minute 22, and Judd Cheatham scores from 8 yards out, and that's your ball game as this game ends early. OBA 46, Dewar nothing. Let's go ahead, want to take a quick break? Come back. We got some very happy Trojans to talk to when we come back. OBA 46, Dewar nothing. It's the post-game show on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
$46-0, the final score tonight as OBA is on to the state semifinals for the second time in school history as they knock off the Dewar Dragons, and we are joined by Chris Kayott. And Chris, you've been here and done this before, and at Laverne winning a gold ball, but I don't know if I have seen as dominating a performance against a good football team as you guys pulled off tonight against Dewar.
Yeah, just extremely proud of our kids. I mean, they were really, really tough. Man, Dewar's just a hard-nosed football team. They shoved the ball right down your throat, and I was just extremely proud of our kids that they responded and just played super tough.
The thing is, tonight, it was quite obvious you shoved the ball right down their throat all night long. And I mean to tell you, you take a look at some of the drives here, go back to that first half. a 16-play drive that comes up empty, a 13-play drive that comes up empty, and then the two drives that end the first half that put you up 16-0, 16, 13, 15 plays, 9 plays there before the end of the first half. And, I tell you what, you can win football games when you keep their offense off the field. That's what you did tonight.
They're really explosive. They get going and they go fast. The first drive of the second half, they showed that they could cover the ground, the field really quick. And I was just real proud of our kids on the offensive side of the ball because man, they are talented in the box. And we're just trying to make a living in there, trying to make a first down in 3 plays. But most of tonight it was in 4 plays.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So, again, just really proud of our kids, especially our guys up front. Harrison Crow, Jackson Crow, Holden Caldwell, Nick Beckman, those guys up front, Jake Colby blocking at tight end, just did a great job.
Every time you needed a couple of yards, 3 yards, either Bodie or Judd, Bodie just using, his strength just to get those 2 extra yards. But, of course, it is that offensive line that does that for you, that opens up those holes against a very, very talented defensive front.
Yes, sir. And, early on, we knew we were going to be running Bodie a little bit more. But early on, I just told the coaches over the headsets, number 7 looks like he's ready to run the ball as many times as we need to run it with him tonight to win the football game. He was pretty motivated. Judd always brings what Judd brings. But, if it wasn't for those guys up front, just absolutely getting after it, learning some schemes. We did a few things different, threw them a few curveballs, and our kids just did a great job executing it.
This is 2 years in coming with these kids. I mean, even more than – it's 2 years since you joined 8-man football. 20 wins in a row now for OBA, 9-1 a year ago, and now a 13-0 start. Let me do the math. Is that 21? That's actually 21. Only 21 now, whatever it is. But just where you are now, and usually it might take a little while for kids to figure out the 8-man game, and here you are playing one step away from the state finals with a semifinal game against a team you played before coming up.
Right. A lot of that is coaching staff. A lot of that is our kids just being open to learn. It was tough for us to transition last year. The seniors we had last year, obviously they didn't get a chance to go to the playoffs, so they were really sacrificial for us and just helped us. And they're a big part of this too. Changing over to 8-man, some of these guys that are really good on our team were really good in 11-man, and they kind of took their lumps and were willing to move on, and I'm just extremely proud of them. But coaching staff, I've got the greatest coaches. And we get in there and work it out, and then we coach them up.
We're about to talk to Jacob Colby. Tell me about what you think about his game tonight.
Jacob had a great game just without watching film. These guys always know I don't say much without watching film, but just a few times that I know I was focused in on him, blocking from his tight end spot, and then just playing defensive end. He did a great job. Bodie did a great job at defensive end. All those guys in the box, our linebackers, which is guys that turn around and play offensive line too. They all did a really good job.
Next week, I know you don't want to think about it too much. You can worry about that tomorrow, but you play Sealing again at a place to be determined, a team that you've beaten 58-34 earlier this year. Is that good or bad that this is a team you're familiar with?
Well, it's good that it's a team that we know, but you were there. That last game it was we had some things go our way. We took advantage of them, and so it'll be a great game. Their quarterback Caden got hurt in that game. Things just were really falling our way, so it'll be a huge challenge. I watched them a little bit on online today, and they're clicking right along. They're playing better, which I expect because Coach Manuel does a great job coaching them up.
That's 5 shutouts for your defense this year. That's not too bad, especially against a team like Dewar.
That one was completely unexpected. I'm not going to lie. We knew offensively they were so just explosive, and it didn't really hit me until we got into the third quarter and got that stop right on that first drive in the third quarter that, hey, we might be able to keep these guys from scoring.
Yeah, I want to ask you before you go, how big? I mean, that was a huge drive for Dewar, and they pushed it right at you. They got the tempo, got to moving down the field, and got within the 10-yard line, and you stopped them right there. That was the ball game, I kind of felt like.
We talked all week about, if their tempo gets going, you have to use that as an opportunity to get a stop, and instead of letting them line up on 1st and 10 after a 40-yard run, you got to get a good play on first down and get them kind of not behind the sticks, but behind their yardage. I mean, they're so good at just clipping off and getting going. So that was a huge stop. Again, just really, really proud of our kids for the way they played.
Chris K., congratulations, and on to the next one.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll go ahead and we'll change off the headsets here, and we'll get in the Jake Hammer, Jacob Colby, and one of the seniors on this team. I'm going to ask you, as you get the headset on here real quick, you're one of the seniors on this team, and a year ago you went 9-1 as a junior, but you had no payoff at the end with no trip to the playoffs. How tough was that, and how much do you feel vindicated right now where you are tonight?
Man, that last season, not being able to play in the playoffs, I mean, it sucked. But, man, that was a year where we really just got to grow as a team and really learn this game of 8-man. And, man, it's paying off. We played hard, and I'm so proud of our guys tonight.
When did you realize, you and the guys realized that this was a team? And I tell you what, I think a lot of us picked up on it after that ceiling game, and we started talking on the Pay Dirt show about, hey, the number one team in the state is at OBA, and a lot of people were saying, really, you think so? And because we had seen you guys play a couple of times, when did you guys begin to realize that this is you could be playing into December, I guess?
Well, man, we realized that we were going to have a chance to really go out here and play hard and maybe win this thing. Whenever that game at Ceiling, man, that was something. We played our hearts out that game, and I think that was a turning point in the season where all our guys were like, man, we can do this. We all believe that we can go all the way.
I'll tell you what, you guys have weapons, the same guys, weapons on both sides of the ball. I want to talk about the offensive side first. You've got Bodie Boyson, like a linebacker, playing quarterback. And tonight, I mean, he was so key, getting those key yards to keep the drives going. That's a key. I mean, you guys outgained them tonight. 400. You guys ran 81 plays for 410 yards. They had 37 plays for 135. And, I mean, your defense just kept their offense off the field. And just talk about how your offense was clicking tonight.
Man, our offense, Judd, me, Bodie, Harry, I mean, we were going to go into this just knowing that we were going to give it our all. I mean, we weren't going to leave anything on the field, and we knew we had to be tough, and we knew that we had to play a good game. And, man, the coaches, they prepared us so well. I mean, so much film, so much time on the field and for practice, and, oh, man, I can't thank them enough. We did a good job.
And I brought this up with Coach. That's your 5th shutout of the year, and you shut out a team like Dewar that is so explosive on the defensive side of the ball. You guys are getting it done as well.
Yes, sir. I mean, I can't say – I definitely didn't think we were going to 45 anyone, and especially not Dewar. And, man, to just go out here and win this game like that, I mean, man, our guys were tough tonight, and I'm just so happy right now. I mean, that's awesome.
There's a lot of meat left on the bone. Ceiling next week and possibly a game after that will be very, very important, playing for a gold ball.
Yes, sir.
We wish you the best luck, and tell your teammates in the locker room how much we were impressed by them tonight.
Yes, sir. One game at a time. Thank you so much.
The Jake Hammer, Jacob Colby. I love the nickname as well. And a big win for OBA tonight. They shut out Dewar and get it done early. Final score is 46-0. Shall we go ahead and call it a night? Let's do it. Let's call it a night. We've gone through the numbers. Or did we go through the numbers? No, I went through the scoring, but I didn't get to the numbers, did I? Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Okay, let's do the stats real quick. I'll go back to the scoreboard. And we went through the scoring, but let's go to the numbers here. First of all, for Dewar, 28 rushes for 128 yards, led by Nevin Corbin, 18 carries for 96. Tyson Sullivan had 3 carries for 35. Zach Mullen had 7 carries for -3 yards. Through the air, Zach Mullen, 3 of 9 passing for 7 yards. Dewar ran 37 plays tonight for 135 total yards. Triton Mack had a catch for 5 yards. Nevin Corbin, 1 for -2. and then Cole Miller had one for 4 yards. For OBA, they had the ball all night long. They dominated the time of possession. They ran 56 rushing plays tonight for 302 yards. 2 guys over 100 yards rushing. Judd Cheatham, 19 carries for 158 and a couple of touchdowns for Judd. Bodie Boydston had 29 carries for 100 yards, and he had a couple of rushing touchdowns as well. Through the air, Bodie Boydston was 15 of 25 for 108 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. The touchdown pass to Jacob Colby. 81 offensive plays for 410 yards. Judd Cheatham caught 10 passes tonight, all the short variety, little dump out in the flat. His longest reception was 11 yards. Jacob Colby had 5 catches, including a 7-yard touchdown reception. 46-0, the final score. OBA is 13-0. It is their 20th straight win. I was not too sure. Yeah, 20 straight wins for OBA dating back to early in the 2021 season. And Chris Kayott, his 30th win as a coach at OBA, and before that he was Laverne, won a state championship back in 2016. He was 46-7 in 4 years at Laverne, so he's picked up this 8-man football thing pretty darn well. OBA on to the semifinals. They will take on Sealing next week at a place to be determined. Like to thank the Squirtle crew tonight, our producer-engineer Ethan Sunken, Bryce Miller and Jacob Whitty on cameras, and Adam Dieselhorst by my side. Also, David Kerr came up at halftime to give us a little bit of expert commentary as well. Also want to thank Jansen's GMC, Jeff Eaton State Farm Insurance, and Earnhardt Oil. Those sponsors basically helped us pay for the OSSAA fee to bring you this one, and we may be getting back in touch with you again, depending on what happens next weekend. Final score for the final time tonight, OBA 46, Dewar nothing, in a game that ends on the 45-point mercy rule with 5:03 to play in the ball game. From Maxon Field in Cashel, I'm Tom Nelson. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend, and we may be talking to you next week on the road to the Gold Ball and the game of the week on Squirtle.